Good evening, everybody. Fairy Report here. I know it's been a while, uh, and it's intentional, right? For those of you who are following me due to Star Citizen, I'm not going to be playing Star Citizen tonight. I've essentially been on a break from Star Citizen this month, and it's basically me trying not to drive myself crazy waiting for 3.0. I have to have something else distracting me because Star Citizen just doesn't move at a pace quick enough in terms of like development for me to um, follow it nonstop, right? You just have to have a break. it, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad to play Star Citizen nonstop, and especially if you're newer, the PU can be something that's a lot of fun, Arena Commander and whatnot. But point being, I need a break, otherwise I overdose on it and I just get really, really impatient and pent up. So that's the reason for the different game today. My other primary game is Ark Survival Evolved. So that's what I've been playing, essentially. If you're not familiar with Ark, it's kind of really similar to like Rust. Oh, I don't, I don't know about 7 Days to Die. Essentially, it's a survival game, right? It can be PvP or PvE, but the main thing that makes Ark stand out from other survival and building games is that it's really heavily focused on dinosaurs and other creatures from like the dinosaur period, I guess you'd call it. So it's something fresh, right? I came across this game, geez, like 2 years ago, something around there, and I was looking for a dinosaur game, like a game about dinosaurs, but I came across Ark instead, and I was like, okay, well, I'll at least give it a shot, right? And I just kind of got hooked on it, right? It's almost like a an adult version of Minecraft, I guess you could consider it, kind of. Um, so I just have a lot of fun with it, and it became a game that I've put a lot of hours into. I think I'm somewhere around like 5,000 hours in Steam right now. Um, I played on official servers, and the problem with this game on official servers is that it's a really huge grind. It's just so hard to get anything done with this game on official servers, just because like the rates are so incredibly low that it almost makes the game into a job, and it just wasn't fun for me. So I played official servers for probably about, oh god, I don't know. I want to say like 3 months, 4 months, something like that, and then I went to an unofficial server that was running official rates, and I played on that for a while. And eventually, it just got old, so I moved over to hosting my own servers, and I've been doing that for like a year and a half and some months, essentially. And while like I enjoy playing the game a lot, right? One of the things I enjoy a whole lot is kind of like the admin stuff. I had a lot of fun doing like EverQuest Guide program back in the day. So for me, when I first started doing the admin gig in Arc, um, it was like it was really refreshing because I was constantly having to do things because the game was in such a broken state. So it felt good to like help people when they get like their prized dinosaur stuck somewhere like half under the map or whatever it may be. It felt good to help people like that because I just naturally found my way around the admin commands really easily. So while I play the game for my own enjoyment, like I enjoy building different things and whatnot, a lot of what I enjoy doing in Arc is playing as an admin. So that's what I've spent the majority of my 5,000 hours doing is adminning on my server and then another server before I started my own. Um, so we do run a modded setup on here. We use the Structures Plus mod, first of all, because it just improves building in this game 1,000 times over vanilla. Things snap better, you can do more with it. A lot of the structures don't have collision rules that are just kind of silly. Um, it can be a little bit broken with PvP servers. However, we're currently running PvE on this one. I did PvP servers for the majority of the time I posted servers, but it just got really old that you would have a set of rules and people would always either just ignore them or find some kind of loophole to basically grief other players that like would work within the rules, and it just got to where it was more work than fun. Ugh, out of metal. No, I need to turn it off. So today's actually been one of like the calmest days ever for as far as adminning goes. Usually, especially since the new map came out, this is the Ragnarok map. Oh man, let me tell you, it's just non-stop madness. There's always like some kind of crazy shit going on, people fighting with each other over this or that. It's just they always find a way to keep you busy, which is nice. It keeps the game refreshing, I guess. So I'm trying to rebuild my base. Oh, excuse me, my throat's been really weird. I'm trying to rebuild my base because one of the players wanted to build where I was built, which was up on that bridge. Um, and I usually try to like make sure that players get first choice of like anywhere that I'm at, right? So if somebody asks and they're like, hey, you know, failure, do you want to, or is it okay if I build there? I usually will move my stuff or take it down or whatever. So in this case, because somebody wanted to build down the bridge, I went ahead and just grinded everything. And with Structures Plus, you can use the vacuum compartments to essentially climb up into the air. And then using platforms, you can kind of like, what do you call it? You can essentially make like a flying base. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to finally do that. It's something I kind of wanted to mess with for a while now. But the big thing is, I'll be out of other people's way, so I don't have to deal with, you know, somebody being like, oh man, failure, you got a really cool spot, and then me being like, oh, I'll move, don't worry about it, no sweat. Because it does get kind of annoying, like, moving all the time, right? I usually try to build somewhere that, like, I don't think people will want to move, or want to build, rather. But with this map being new, like, I had no idea where any of the build spots were. While Ragnarok isn't necessarily a brand new map, it's recently made an official map. So that was like okay, it's cool to check this out for me. Like I didn't want to mess with it if it was just a mod, because a lot of people were talking crap about the Ragnarok map creator because he made Valhalla map, and then I guess he kind of like abandoned it, is what a lot of people say. I'm sure he had his reasons or whatever. I'm not gonna try to get into all that crap, but essentially, that was the main reason I've never run Ragnarok or Valhalla, because I didn't want to deal with a map that wasn't going to be supported by its creator. I mean, it's bad enough with the center and wildcard or whatever. Oh no, crap. And the way they do things. You know, like when a new content comes out for Ark or whatever, a lot of times it gets skipped on the center because the map isn't necessarily very supported. So I didn't want to deal with that as a mod, or with a mod map also. So that was one of the big reasons why I've never touched this map before. But once it went official, our server was running the center, and I don't want to say the center gets old, but it gets kind of like annoying after a while, just because things are so spread out by water that you kind of have to have a flyer to get anywhere. And the boss arena not being supported is another big reason. Just stuff like that. So I mean, the center is a great map, and I'm sure it would be like, you know, fun to keep playing on or whatever. But with the new map coming out, a lot of guys were like, "Hey, we're gonna check this out, right?" So I kind of just caved, and we went ahead and switched over to Ragnarok, which I think generally most people are enjoying. There's been a couple like hiccups with people fighting over build spots and stuff like that. This map has a lot of caves though, which is really nice, because one of the biggest things that you see people fighting over on most Ark maps is building in caves, because it's a novelty, but it's also really cool to a lot of people. And this map has like no shortage of really cool caves that you can build in, whereas, you know, on other maps there's usually like one or two that everybody fights for, and then it's like, oh well, whatever, somebody's in those, so I guess I'll just build at this other spot. But with this one, there's just so many, and from what I've read from the mod creator, he wants to add more, so it's pretty awesome in my opinion. I also love that they added the Griffin and the Ice Wyvern. That was a huge one for me. I was a little sad though, because they're not in the Ark dev kit yet, and we run the Classic Flyers mod. Because while the flyer nerf makes sense for PvP servers, as a PvE server, it's just a huge inconvenience, and that's pretty much all it adds, right? It doesn't add any gameplay depth, necessarily. So I'm really hoping that those two new creatures get added to the Ark dev kit soon, so that the Classic Flyers mod can update. Oh crap, elemental shards. Rip. I think it's 10 to teleport back, so I should be okay. I'm almost certainly going to hit one of these Brontos and have to deal with that crap. And with the whole back here, it's going to be really annoying. One of the big things I see a lot of people complaining about on this map too is the resources. Because they're not really like, on the island in the center, resources are always in like these really big clusters, and they're almost always like out in the open on top of like mountains or some other like really noticeable terrain feature. Whereas on this map, a lot of things are kind of like tucked away. I mean, they're not necessarily all hidden, but it's also not like just right there next to like every build spot, right? So like on a lot of other maps, you have resource concentrations right by the spots that most people want to build at. And with this one, they're kind of like in caves or in like ravines, just less obvious spots. So like I keep seeing people fighting over like this crystal spawn or that metal spawn, and it's really laziness is what it's coming down to, because players they're so used to having all these resources right next to their base, right? People are so used to having like all this shit right outside of their base that nobody's bothering to like actually go looking for resources, right? They just want everything handed to them, like right next to wherever it is that they're at. It's not nest, is it? Okay, it's just weird. So that's the biggest thing, right? Like, if you're gonna start on a Ragnarok map, server or whatever, do yourself a favor and look around a little bit before you start screaming that this mob or this map doesn't have any resources, because I promise you it has quite a few. There's some really good spots. I'll try to like show where some of them are while I'm out farming, because I am pretty base broke right now, so I've got to get some metal going, and then I need black pearls, I think. I'm running low on. We'll take stock when we get back. Oh, thank God. I had enough to do it. Oh, I don't think I did this at the beginning. I meant to do this at the beginning, but I got super distracted. I was like just finishing eating food before I got the stream going. This server is absolutely mature language. So if you're not 18, if you get offended easily, you should not watch this. Chances are stuff will be said on this stream that are not appropriate. It's all meant in good fun. We have really strict rules about like racism or anything like that. However, we swear a lot. We have a lot of very vulgar topics, stuff like that. What did I need? Black pearls, right? Yes, black pearls the low one. I need that saddle. Ah, shards. Almost forgot. I'm gonna get stuck here. They're stuck there. That should be everything for that. Oh man, it's a 152. Ah, I should probably grab that later. Hopefully nobody notices. It's kind of tucked away. The lobsters are up. Also, if you don't know, pretty much the greatest spawn in the world for these black pearls comes from down here. Oh, somebody already got them. If you're on a server that doesn't know yet, there is crazy stupid Euryptids or whatever, the lobsters, which spawn down here, right? I mean like 20 plus spawn at once, all along the outside of here and down inside. Um, so definitely, if you're hurting for black pearls, that is a great way to get them. I wonder if this is stopping that stuff from spawning. What shit is this? Santa's army. Rex offenders. What the f- Ah, no. Alright, 1 second. Game's gonna go bye-bye for a sec, so I can test. Somebody said they're having connection issues, so usually the first thing I do whenever somebody reports stuff like that is see if it's affecting me also. So I'll usually exit out of the game and then see if I can get back in. Alright, so... Oh, that's unusually clear. Alright. Anyway, so since I was able to go to the desktop and come back in, I'm going to let them know, hey, I'm not having the issue. Try to look at things on your end. If it doesn't clear up, then I'll go from there. Somebody on the resource map said that there's black pearls out here, but I don't know like what that means because they're showing them on the resource map, right? And not as like a, I don't know, like a spawn or something. The graphics are looking weird. So essentially what I'm going to do is go see if there are actual black pearl like nodes or something out here. Ooh, the graphics are looking really weird. We should be good to fall. Probably boost this back up. One of the things I really miss since we switched from the center is the underwater biomes in the center. After it got that expansion, it was so nice just with like the dark zones and just the way the center's water is laid out. It's just a lot more enjoyable. And also the water is clearer, right? It drives me crazy. I mean, tech doesn't have the same effect as scuba mask, but at the same time, even like using tech in the center's water, it's fairly visible. You can see okay, right? Whereas here it's just really, really murky, which is really kind of a tragedy because like the underwater aspect of Ark is some of the coolest, but it's not really well executed, I guess is what I would say. I wonder if by black pearl they just meant that there's lobster spawns. Ugh, I don't have a pick. I can't even harvest them. That's gotta be what they were talking about, right? We don't want none of that. Surface the ship. Especially with this map, spawns are kind of jacked up right now. The map creator said that there's some fixes in the work or whatever, but they won't be implemented until the next major Ark update. Since it's now an official DLC, they have to basically do crap through Wildcard instead of just on their own. I wonder if it's like something to do with this or... Oh my god, yep. Sweet. So you can loot little black oysters. And that gives you black pearls. That is fucking phenomenal. I had no idea that was a thing. Oh man. Oh yes. That's great. That almost makes up for those other dudes being down. As long as that squid doesn't come over here, we're good. Here's some more. Love it. Gotta watch out though, because that shit really gets this on us right now. Damn sure don't need that. Or these. I am not going to tell anybody about this. Not until I'm done rebuilding. This is officially my new favorite secret. For a while, it was just me and a buddy I play with who we tribe up whenever the server's fresh because it makes it easier for us to start since we're both solo. And we found out about the lobsters in the bay, and I mean, like, I wish they were up so I could show you how dramatic the spawn is because it's insane. But we found out about it and we said nothing to nobody. We farmed the crap out of it, and then he told one guy who like went and told the entire server essentially. And then it was like, oh well, there goes our super secret black pearl farm. God, I wonder what the respawn timer is here. Oh, that looks like another structure over here. I wonder if there's some here too. Come on, baby, black pearls. Oop, what's that? No, it's just a dark spot. Oh yeah, there's more. Nice. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh no, oh no. This is a nice way to fucking get some black pearls quick as fuck. Jeez. Yeah, this is officially my newest favorite thing. Actually, the person I was talking about is Move Speed. So if you're familiar with my channel, he's my channel mod, and then we play a lot of stuff together, like Star Citizen as well. But we actually met through ARK, and then just kind of like he happened to like get hooked on the Star Citizen dream as well, and we've been doing a lot of games together since. I wonder what the respawn timer is on these things. God, if this is something that I can just literally farm by bouncing back and forth between the two wrecks. Gonna be very happy. I don't have to deal with pearls. I'll totally just tell nobody and sell this crap. Trade pearls for metal and shit so I don't have to deal with it. Let's see if any of these are up. I wonder if these structures can like protect you if sharks and stuff come. I'm not seeing any of them up yet. Although we did start at the bottom, so I guess if they were going to be respawning, they'd be down here. Oh, there's one. Oh yeah, there's more down here. Oh. I love it. I love it so much. This is the only issue with swimming with tech armor is you lose stamina for some reason, which drives me crazy. It really sucks that like tech armor is supposed to be like the be-all end-all armor, right? It's supposed to basically do what everything does, more or less, and hence why it's so hard to get and costs so much to use and all this other crap. Yet like, let's see here, where's night vision? The night vision is terrible. If you go into like, there's a couple like no illumination like dark caves and stuff on this map, and then there's also the dark zone water area on the center. And I mean, you can't see anything because it's not actual night vision. It just fucking makes your screen gray. It's really shitty. But I mean, that's kind of how Wildcard does everything. They do things like so awkwardly that it's just really fucking frustrating. Alright, let's go see if this one is up. That really makes me wonder now if anglers can bite those and harvest pearls, and if they get the anglerfish like cleave bonus also. That would be fucking crazy. Alright, so this is essentially right under the 50 line. So let's go ahead and bounce home and deposit this stuff. That was awesome. That was a way better haul than I thought I was going to have. Yeah, almost 2,000. Nice. One sec, gotta check PMs. My graphics look really weird. Oh. Not sure what's going on with that. Let's get one ramp built so that's fucking even at least. So I don't get super triggered. Oh, right, just down the middle. So with the S Plus mod, you can pull resources from other containers. So that's what I'm doing right here. Fucking love it. Oh, the other thing I need to do is get my snails going. I swear I had some seals. Yeah, we do. Alright. Sorry about that. Oh man, I'm nervous about this. Let's see how fucked up this looks. Oh man, I was afraid of that. Crap. Oh shit. I wonder if triangle seals will work. Okay, we don't need this compartment anymore. Oh shit. Oh, okay. That works.
Here to help us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And now I've gotten myself stuck. God damn it. So that's the go-to method for getting player-owned dinos out of the air. which works great if you're like if you're a server admin on a PvE server, and you don't want to just nuke the dino that like Argents and Pterodons especially are super popular for getting attacked by something and then they spiral up into the air. It'll just hover way up there. Sometimes like out of sight from the ground, right? So the player looking for the dino has no idea where to find it or whatever. So if you come across one when you're flying around and you have tech, you can use the tech punch to punch any flying dino, and it basically takes away their ability to fly until they touch the ground or go back into flying mode, which NPCs won't do until they hit the ground. If you punch a player who's on a dino that's flying around, if they hit spacebar again to like essentially come out of landing mode and take off, then they'll be able to fly. But it's a good way for grounding dinos that are like stuck flying up in the air. I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do with this yet to make this work. I guess I could do it like that. Yeah, that'll work. I think. Ah! 2, 3 out. Oh, which one do we need more? cut it. Let's go with metal, because I can make that pretty easy and cheap. C2. I need 10. Glass will go with 2. Maybe? Where is it? Let's see how this turns out. Go from there. Probably going to be bigger than what I actually needed, but that's alright. Door frame. Actually, double would be cool. A little bit concerned about fitting through this, actually. Alright, nice, actually. We can get through it. Beautiful. Alright. Go ahead and download our snail so I can get my cementing paste farm going again. That sucking noise. It's heaven. Ah! Oh boy. Disperse. Let's pick one up right here. Talking now. Behavior, wandering. Behavior, wandering. Behavior, wandering. Let's get some fucking educates going for these guys soon too. Have an angle collector. Let's go ahead and put that right. God, where do I want to put this thing? It's so ugly, like since it's just like a fucking watermelon. I don't know why the S Plus guy didn't make it like something decent looking. Switch to tech generator, activate. Alright, now that guy's gonna pick up all the paste that they drop. I wanted to put my bed up here, right? But I'm like right at the border where like you can't place certain structures, which has me really worried now because I was gonna put my farm up here. Man. Ready for farm. Let's see. Fiber thatch. Son of a bitch. Actually, that's closer for wood. The only thing that's really bad about this is that like using tech for gathering, which is what I've gotten really reliant on doing, is it doesn't gather wood at all. Its primary gather is thatch, so like it's really not good for getting wood. I want fiber, come on. That should be enough. Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, I'm very concerned about this. Small crop plot. No? Oh, I don't even have it land. Huh. That's terrible. There we go. Ah, got it. This is. Poop bin can go here. Oh, please, please, please let it place. Oh, beautiful. Thank God. Would have been really, really sad. Let's see, farming. Actually, pipes. 4, 8. Let's do that for right now. No, 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 no. Ugh, what? So I can't snap it, but I can just place it in. That's really stupid. But we're gonna make it work. What if there's flexible, flexible piping? If there's the wires, let's see here. Yeah, boy, there sure is. Alright, let's hope this works. I'm probably gonna have to put a pipe into that. So let's see here. Metal, pipe, straight pipe. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Please don't pick up the foundation. Oh, beautiful. Shit, I don't even see my pipe. Where the fuck do you place it? Alright then. Ah! I grab it. Alright, we can fix this. Let's just get some vertical pipes to go down, and then I won't have to worry about it. Pipes, vertical, give me... Placed right, yeah, okay. Too high above ground, come on. Why will you not connect for me? You're killing me. No, I don't register that. Okay, what about this to... Oh, you're gonna be really picky with me, huh? You son of a bitch. Trying to think how I can do this. I don't know why it's not connecting. Let's get another. I think I need two more. At least two of those. Oh shit, because it's an incline. It's gonna fuck it up. Oh, I can never win. Oh, come on, they're nearby. Oh, God damn it. Oh, this doesn't help me at all. Success. Finally. Thank you, God. We did it, team. Alright. Just wrinkle some of these bad boys around. And we'll put the farms down. We will get the irrigated, hopefully. Let's see if it gets it here in the corner or not. Sometimes these take a second to say whether or not they get irrigated. And this is probably my favorite part of S Plus is the visibility tool. Boop. All gone. Can't see it. I fucking love that thing. Makes my life so much better because I can't stand seeing like pipes everywhere. It literally drives me crazy. What's the other thing I was gonna do? No, I can't think of it. Yep, I remember now. Farms. Crap. Oh, hide and bump. Oh wow, holy shit. That dude's range is huge, holy fuck. Cool with it. Alright, so we need some hide and pelt. The best tool for the job is this dude. Got some hide, but needs pelt. got our hide, we got our pelt. The only bad thing about living in the sky is you can't like directly reference terrain the same. Like say, oh, I live on that little dip in the fucking mountain. You kind of gotta like remember the altitude as well as like where you're at in like geographical relative. That's not the word I wanted to use, but it's gonna work. There we go. So I'm right above that lake. Try to remember that next time so I'm not like lost as hell. Park right here, so I should be in pull range hopefully. Alright, we want hide. And pelt. Farming. Get the farmer. Compost bin. Oh no, I wanted the gardener, not the farmer. Damn it. Ugh. Sorry, farmer. I'm gonna get ground up. And then eventually I'm gonna put more plots around here of advanced crops. Not because I actually need them, but I think they look cool. So, especially when you're up here in the sky and you don't have any kind of like natural decoration necessarily. Like you don't have a window full of like trees and stuff outside. That'll be like nice for breaking up the scenery a little bit. So go ahead and drop her right, yeah. Switch her over to generator and activate, and she will start pulling crap once I put seeds in here. Which I'm gonna have to go down on the horse to get seeds again, because I lost all my seeds when I moved. Oh, Discord PMs, what's going on? So somebody keeps PMing me the last couple days because whole tribe was recently banned from the server for going around to people's bases and either trying to find ways inside of the bases or finding people who are logged out in a not secure area and drowning them and then looting their armor. Which, you know, on some PvE servers that's not really against the rules. Like I know some servers kind of run a, you know, secure your stuff if you don't want it stolen thing. One sec. Which is like a general, like, you should do that on a PvE server. Even if you're not on a PvP server, you should always make sure that your shit is locked and that you're logging off in a secure area where somebody can't grab you. However, our server has a rule where if you're caught doing that shit, you're out the door. No questions asked. Goodbye. If you're caught stealing, you're done. And one of our admins was trying to help people who were getting attacked by an Alpha Rex, and he died along with a couple other people. And one of the people from this tribe stole all of his tech armor, which sucked because he had literally just gotten it. And you know, he was like, whatever, no biggie. That sucks that somebody would steal that shit, but I'll just, you know, wait it out. Go ahead and grind up another set. No big deal. So he did, and literally the next day, I get a complaint from another tribe saying, hey, somebody killed 3 of us in our homes, and, you know, they drowned us and took all of our tech armor. And I was like, well, how the fuck did they do that if you were in your house? And he's like, oh, well, I leave my doors unlocked so that people can come and check out my build. That's a stupid thing to do, alright? And if you are going to do something like that, completely strip yourself and put your shit away in a fucking locker when you log out, so that if somebody does come in there to check out your build, and they're not going to be like, oh, I should drown these people to loot them really quick because you're naked. At least in theory. They might drown you anyways just because they're douchebags. You never know. But anyways, as much as that sucked, there wasn't anything I could do because it's hard to find who did it, right? So then the next day, our fucking admin who lost his tech armor got another set made, He dyed it some ridiculously stupid color, like fucking rainbow tech armor colors, just all sorts of fucking mishmash shit. Put it in his base, and then fucking unlocked his door, and then just sat there in spectator mode watching his own place. And eventually this tribe comes along, goes into his shit, steals his tech armor, walks off, equips it, and I mean that's pretty much it, right? As soon as you see him equip the armor, you're like, okay, yeah, this guy definitely took it. Done. So they banned him. And when I got on, it was during Father's Day, so I wasn't around. But they told me about it, and they were like, hey, this is what happened. These guys were the ones that were stealing everybody's tech armor. They got into Discord, and they were like, oh, yeah, you know, we talked about it in Skype, and we decided we were going to give the tech armor back because, you know, we felt bad. And it's like, no, that's... Dude, we spent 2 days fucking basically, like, shaming people. Like, we were like, oh, yeah, you know, whoever stole, you know, the admin's tech armor, that's pretty fucked up. Oh, whoever drowned these guys, that's pretty shitty to fucking do that to somebody. You know, all this crap. And, you know, they didn't care at that point. They only cared when they got caught, right? And they were like, oh, yeah, we're so sorry. We're super sorry. And it's like, no, dude, if you were sorry, you would have fucking done something when it was appropriate to do something, right? Like, you would have returned it then and there, not fucking after you get caught. That's not when you say sorry, right? You don't fucking go rape or murder somebody, and then when you get caught, you're like, oh man, I'm so sorry. Can I still play with you guys? Is that cool? Like, what the hell? No, nobody wants you around at that point, man. Nobody wants to live in a constant fucking state of worry that they have to fucking babysit you or keep an eye out for you because you're running around stealing people's shit. Like, of course the fucking ban is permanent. We don't want you back. Fuck off, man. Like, it sucks. I would love to fucking have people over here that I can trust, though, right? I don't want to fucking a server full of people that I have to fucking babysit. I already pay to run a server. I'm not paying to fucking babysit somebody. Like, I'm paying for a server so that I can fucking play with my friends, not so I can fucking handhold little children who want to act like fucking just irresponsible idiots. Fuck that. But this person keeps fucking PMing me on Discord going, oh, is the ban gonna be temporary or permanent? Like, dude, the moderators already told you it was permanent. I don't know why you're PMing me like I'm gonna fucking have a different verdict. It's over. Cheers. Like, you done fucked up. That's all there is to it. Sucks, but it is what it is. Metal should be smelting pretty good at this point. Paste? Yeah, we're making paste now. Love it. God bless snails. They're seriously like the best thing in the world. Oh no, he's coming out of his clothes again. Why? Why? No, he was fixed earlier. Now he's all fucked up again. Crap. Oh, alright, cool. Cool, man. Alright, what else do we need to get done here? Some railings would go nice. I don't remember if there's glass railings for Thas Plus or not. I think they were only in another mod. So this is the kind of shit that I realistically spend a lot of my time doing is like checking in on people. Um, like they'll ask me like, hey, am I building too big and whatnot. So this person moved out of the spires in the valley because their neighbor and them just didn't get along. And she essentially wants to build like a city like build, right? Like she wants it to be like a small village or a castle. Um, and they were getting that pretty well done on the spires, which they moved into first, but then somebody else moved into later and threw a fit about it and was like, oh, well, they're blocking all the resources, which, okay, yeah, I can kind of get that. So I talked to them, they scaled their build back so that the resources were more available, and then that other tribe continued to complain. And then over time it kind of came out as, oh, well, it's not about the resources, they want to build where this other person's building, essentially. So they're trying to use resources as an excuse to make me scale them back, right? Um, which is a shitty thing to do, right? You're trying to basically manipulate the admins into being like, hey, yeah, well, ooh, gotta be careful. That can kill me. We'll go ahead and, force them to change their building area for you because of resources, and then you're like, okay, now that there's nothing there, I'm gonna build there. That's a shitty thing. If you do that kind of crap, you're a douchebag. Oh, let's see here. I still don't even know how I want to do mine, actually. I was going to do like a fly-through force field here. That's one of the really cool things about it. I don't know if it's in vanilla or not. I think it's an S plus thing, is the force fields. Um, oh god, I hope I didn't throw those out. Or grind them. Oh, I didn't think. So essentially... The really cool thing about these force fields versus like walls and doors and stuff is you can set it to auto allies, right? So um, I can set it to allies, I can set it to nobody can go through it. I can set it to tribe. Um, so essentially all the admins are in an alliance, an admin alliance, even though we all play solo. So if I set it to allies, all the tribe mates, or I mean all the other admins are able to come in here whenever they want. I don't have to worry about like leaving a door that's pin coded or anything like that. I can just set that up and they're good to go. So what I think I'm going to do is like a fly-through type setup. So one of these force field things on each side, and then that way it's a little easier to get in with the Wyvern. I'm honestly hoping to get rid of the Wyvern as soon as Griffins are like editable. Not editable. But once you can put points into their speed, like you can with these guys because they fall under the Classic Flyers mod. The Ice Wyverns don't yet, but the older ones are under the Classic Flyers, so you can still put points into their movement speed so that, you know, right now this is my go-to mount for getting around because it just traverses the map so fast. But the Griffin is like, it's not necessarily slow, but by comparison to a speed statted Wyvern, they are kind of slow. They get a nice speed boost, but you know, and that's part of the reason why I built up high is because it's easier for me to keep dipping to keep the speed going. But once you run out of that speed boost, their flight speed is just not where I would like it. So yeah, as soon as these guys are on Classic Flyers, I'll probably dump the Wyvern and just go with Griffins, and have one that's just statted to hell out of damage for the dive attack, and then one that's statted for speed for getting around the map in case I need to do stuff for people and whatnot. Let's see here. So with this one, I put a window in separating it. I don't know if I'm going to do that on this one. I feel kind of lazy at this point. I really just want to get it closed in and finished. I'm not really sure how to go about it yet. Alright. I think I'm going to pause the stream really quick so I can clean out my tower because it's been a while. And the girlfriend made me get a cat, and I'm like super paranoid about cat hair everywhere inside of my fucking tower. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this thing out really quick, and then I will be back streaming a little bit later tonight, and hopefully that's a little more exciting to watch besides me just building shit. So until next time, everybody, failure report, I'm out of here. Also, oh, my bad, I was just reading chat. Also, we're going to have the July giveaway coming up. It's either going to be the Terrapin or the Aquila. So for you Star Citizen viewers, that's coming. I really want it to be the Terrapin, and the Terrapin looks like it's going to be ready for 3.0 because it's moving along pretty well. But who knows? I feel like it could happen, right? Because the Buccaneer kind of like boom came out of nowhere, and the Terrapin's already so far along. I have a really good feeling that the Terrapin is gonna make it, but just in case, we might do the Aquila. Not as exciting of a ship. Well, I mean it is, right? But it's not like it's not something new. It's a constellation which a lot of people are familiar with. So even though it's a variant and it has its own cool little features, it's still kind of like oh well, it's a Constellation. It's not that new. Nobody, I don't want to say nobody cares, right? But a lot of people are like eh. Whereas I think the Terrapin is a very unique new ship, so I think more people would probably be excited for that. But we'll see. Um, so that is coming. Should be right around the 1st of July. And then, let's see here. August, if 3.0 gets pushed back that far, which I have a suspicion it will. For the August giveaway, it might be delayed a little bit because I am moving the fuck out of this apartment and back out into the country. The city life is not agreeing with me. I love the internet, but it's not worth it. So I'm heading back out to the country. So if I'm a little late on the August giveaway, that's going to be why. But anyways, the July 1st giveaway should be pretty cool. Either way, whether it's the Aquila or the Terrapin, I'm hoping it's going to be the Terrapin. I'm kind of waiting. I'm watching ATV each week to see like how far that thing progresses each week, and then trying to gauge like, okay, is this thing gonna make it? I'm pretty sure it's going to. So that's very likely. And then let's see here. Hopefully, I'm really excited to see the 600i also, because depending on what that concept is priced, I might grab an extra one of those to do a giveaway for when 3.0 goes live. I think that would be really cool, and people would probably be super excited about that, depending on what the 600i ends up being. So that's something that might happen too. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and restart this computer. I'll be back probably in an hour or two. We'll see, somewhere around there. But definitely be back tonight. So thank you everybody for watching. Failure report, and I am out of here.